Hello, welcome to my show. Who the hell am I? Well, if you don't know, you may have seen me in Spelling Bee or The Lion and the Wiz, or on the Electric Company watching TV with your kids. But if you saw Memphis, how could you forget this? The smile, the style, the fat, the flow. Welcome to the Jams Monroe Iglehart Show. So now I have to move on to, you go from Sunday in the Park with George. What's next? What comes after that?
Wind in the Willows.
Really?
Yes.
The original version of Wind in the Willows. Okay.
Yeah. It's, that lasted about 5 days.
Yes. Okay. Well, that must have been fun.
Well, no, it was great. It was great. It was.
Yeah. All right. And then how do you get to Assassins? How do you get there?
This is what interesting. I had laryngitis when they called me to audition. I could not speak at all. And they said, well, they really like to see you. And I said, I can't make it. So called the next day. Look, I think they might want to use you if you could go in and sing. I said, no, it's third day. Agent's a little more, if you could really go in and do this, I think there's a chance that they would want. So I called up this guy. I got a name of a doctor, and he said, can you get my voice? And he says, yeah, I can make sure you'll have about a 3-hour window in which you can speak. That's the best I can do. So I went in, and he gave me a shot of something, and did some stuff. And my audition was at 3:30, I think. So at 1 o'clock, I was going, making a little bit of sound. But if you sing or you know about that, I was only every half hour I was able to get one note higher.
Yeah.
Do re mi fa sol, do re mi fa sol la. Do re mi fa sol la ti do. So so finally by 3:15, it was there enough. Yeah. And so I went down and I sang and actually they offered me the job right there.
Oh.
And then at 6 o'clock. Gone.
So I have to tell you mine. I think I told John this, but I'll tell the fans this. I was in college at a place called the American Collegiate Theater Festival in Arizona, and a class was doing Assassins. I had never heard of it. I was still really new when it came to musicals, and I loved the show. I picked up the CD, and there was just one song that just totally grabbed me. It was Zangara's song. Here we are, flash forward 2010. I'm in Memphis, and I got my new iPod. Back then I used to listen to it on my CD player. Now I've got it on my iPod, and I'm jamming down on the train, and I hear this voice, and I go, that is so funny. This guy sounds just like John Jellison. So in the middle of the show, I walk up to John, we're right before the second act, and I say, John, man, I'm listening to Assassins, and this guy sounds just like you. And your response to me was,
I'm not sure that it wasn't that.
Yes, you said that. That is me. And literally, I had the biggest fangirl moment. Not fanboy moment, fangirl. I was like, oh my God, that's you! You're the girl! And I lost it. And I think I bugged him for like 3 days. He was like, yes, that's
Well, I think
me.
I didn't know if you were kidding or not.
No, I literally wasn't kidding. I was totally tripped out because I had this CD. Okay, I'll stop lying. I had a bootleg CD of it, so I never had the notes to know who was in it.
Right.
And if you get it off iTunes, it's just the picture of there's nothing on there. So when I heard it, it cracked me, but then I started really listening to the rest of the CD. And then I started I put your name into IMDb and basically got everything that you're on. Because the man, as you can tell the man's speaking voice, you're a legitimate baritone.
Yeah.
I'm a baritone, and there's not many of us left on Broadway. Everything is, tenor or high screaming guys. So to have a real life baritone with a real life man's voice speaking, I was like, who's that guy? And then, lo and behold, I'm working with him. So, tell the story about you. You're in the studio recording Assassins.
Well, that was the thing. We were supposed to go to Broadway. We were supposed to go to what was then called the Golden Theater. And all of a sudden, that money fell through. But we were able to, because when we had done at Playwrights Horizon, it was this little dinky band with some pretty heavy hitters playing those instruments. But the first time we ever heard a 40-piece orchestra was when we went in and recorded the album, and it was really sort of stunning and startling, and that made some of the sadness of because we knew we weren't going on with it.
Yeah.
But because it was so wonderful to hear it. But the first time we heard the orchestration was that day in the recording.
Now, after you've done 18 Broadway shows, does it still like get you giddy to go, wow, we're doing something about something relevant?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I think that all great musicals have big questions in them. You know, you have to be carefully taught. You know, things like that. And yes, it's always about the central love story here and the larger issues. But I think great musicals surround themselves. There are big issues in great musicals, and that's what I love about this musical. That it deals with pretty solid stuff,
Yes.
and but also entertaining and all that other good stuff.
So you met Christopher Ashley, our director, because of All Shook Up, right?
No, I met him at the Sondheim Festival that he directed Merrily We Roll Along.
Okay.
And that was the first time I had met him.
Were you in Merrily
Yes.
Roll Along? Sorry, I had a fanboy. So you were in Merrily Roll Along with Christopher Ashley, directed at the Kennedy Center, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And you guys kind of started a relationship there.
Yeah, and then there was this, in All Shook Up there was this character, Sheriff Earl. Pretty fun. It's fun, nice, fun, small character. And they were trying this character out. He had never, so they had a reading. And so Chris asked me if I would just read the part of Sheriff Earl in this particular reading.
Mm-hmm.
And so Sheriff Earl stayed. And I stayed Sheriff Earl.
So with that kind of being said, I mean, are you not at the point of your career where folks kind of just call you and go, hey, John, do you want to do this thing?
Sometimes, no, I mean, I auditioned for this.
Really?
Oh, for Memphis, so yeah, it was, I think I've said 2 or 3 times.
Really? We're there, and what I thought was really cool was you're in Memphis, we all meet, we start doing the show, and Jay Bernard, who plays Delray, we always kind of look. We did a Google search, or we Google stalked everybody that was in the cast. And on the first day of rehearsal, Jay Bernard pulls me aside and he says, "Yo, man, I'm looking for this John Jellison dude." I said, "Why?" He's like, "Yo, man, this brother's a major player. He's a major player. He's been in all these different shows, and so we're looking around for you. Then when you sit down, we're like, okay, cool." So the first time Jay and I and Montego were all doing the reading, and we do it with you. I don't know if you noticed it, but it was like you, me, and Jay, and we were just watching you. We was watching, so when you start talking, Jay was like, "Yo, man, that dude is major, he's major." We're like, "Yeah, he's major, wow." Because you start speaking, for guys who want to be that, we were looking at you like, "Yo, that dude is, yeah, okay, cool." So here we are, we do the reading, we open, we do the show, and then we're on the Tonys again. What was that feeling like? Because you got to dance with us on the Tonys. That's a funny thing. That's what I loved about it. When I looked at who they were putting on the Tonys, I saw you up there. I was like, John is dancing with us. And you have danced on the Tonys. You danced on the Thanksgiving Day.
Yes.
You have danced with us.
Yes.
This isn't your first dancing show, right?
No, but I don't know what to say about me and my dancing.
But obviously,
people are very kind
Yes.
to allow me to be up there,
Yes,
and I'm
but-
very grateful that they put me in the
and
back.
it kills me every time because it just lets me know. I was like, I have a lot of work to do. I cannot rest on my laurels because there are brothers like John out there dancing their butts off. So, but John, you don't understand. I told Carolyn, she's my producer of this wonderful JMI show, and my director as well. And I said the one guy that I really want to interview was John Jellison. And I have just watching you on stage, watching your professionalism, watching how you handle yourself in situations, the quiet calmness you have when things happen, and I'm like, okay, I need to chill out myself. It's literally an honor to be on stage with you, and I mean, from a fan standpoint, but also from a colleague standpoint, and I just really want you to tell your story to the folks out there. So go out, Google John Jellison, come to see our show, see the man who plays 15,000 different roles in our show, and you never know, you may see him as Mr. Simmons, you may see him as Buck Wiley. The man plays everybody white in our show. This man plays that's a male. So thank you very much for being on my show.
It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure to have you.